The agenda for today, let's have a bit of structure. We're going to take about 15 minutes to get our creative juices and really get into the cracks of setting up a LinkedIn profile. Got a nice presentation for us. Then we're going to take a LinkedIn audit sheet and actually audit someone. I'm going to see who's going to be the lucky person who's going to get audited. And then lastly, as Janine said, we're going to go and do some questions and answers. Awesome. Neil, can I get a thumbs up? Boom. Oh, power. Thanks so much, man. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And please do let us know if there's some technical difficulties on your side. Not to say that Janine will sort it out, but we'll do our best. All right. Here we are. Hopefully everybody can see my screen. And I'm going to make this presentation nice and big for us. Canva, absolute dream. Love this tool. Great for presentations. All right, cool. So everybody should be able to see my screen, and you should try and navigate on Zoom so that you can have the main screen as the presentation. You should be reading LinkedIn Makeover 2020. Let's begin. So today, you will learn how to set up a client-centric LinkedIn profile that acts as a lead magnet. And we'll go into some practicality around a LinkedIn audit sheet. Again, my name is Jason. Let's just have a conversation, you know? Let's have a conversation. And Janine, please do interact with me to help if there's some questions that I miss and so forth. But let's get into this.
Sorry, I'd like to actually just say something that I don't think we've done. I presume everyone's on this group because they understand the importance of LinkedIn. So basically, the reason we look at LinkedIn is it's a real way to connect with people in your industry, or maybe not even in your industry, somewhere out of your industry that you don't normally know how to get hold of these people. It's actually been incredible. I'm not sure. I think I might have unmuted everyone. Let's just see. Or did you? I don't know. I don't know where that audio is coming from. Anyway, so basically, it's really allowed me to connect with some people that I wouldn't know how to get hold of, that I wouldn't have any credibility unless they could see what it is that I'm doing through my profile. And to give you an idea, I've noticed that more and more people now are, the moment you have a meeting with someone you don't know, they're actually first connecting with you on LinkedIn before you actually even physically meet with them. So that's what it does. It gets you in front of the right people, possibly can get you connected to the right people. And then the second thing is obviously with the articles and that, to provide yourself as a thought leader, which, you know, this has been used very effectively in Europe and America for some time. And I think is at a kind of slow adoption rate in South Africa. But certainly with what's happening in COVID-19, everyone being digital, this has really become the mainstay of networking now. So sorry, Jason, across to you.
No, that's correct. Yeah, you know, I had that presumption that everybody might have known LinkedIn, which is wrong of me. LinkedIn actually has about 700 million profiles. So to give a bit more context, again, is like, you know, Facebook is great for family photos and, you know, reminiscing. Instagram, pretty photos, maybe, you know, more around the creative, you know, food, life, leisure. LinkedIn is a focused professional platform, which originally it came out from finding a job. So it's like a CV, but just because of the social media and attention economy, people were like, wow, you're a CEO, your eyes are on this platform because you're looking for the best talent. How can we as marketeers, business owners, salespeople grab that attention so that we can drive lead generation? So that's why LinkedIn is actually considered the premium #1 B2B lead generation platform out there today. All right, thanks Janine for that. Let's get into this. As I mentioned, I'm just going to backtrack here, where we will be speaking about how to set up a client-centric LinkedIn profile that acts as a lead magnet. You know, leads is the cash. You know, we want to get that money in. We want to get those conversations going. LinkedIn is awesome for that. Number one, client-centric focused. It's quite a buzzword, client centricity. People are always talking about, be client focused and all this stuff, but actually what is client centricity? In short, client centricity is an approach to doing business that focuses on creating a positive experience for the customer. Client-centric business ensures that the customer is at the center of a business's philosophy, operations, and ideas. So if we think about that, let's think about when we let's say when we had a really great meal. We went to a restaurant, we came and were satisfied. If we backtrack before we had the food, we got out our car, we walked into the door, and maybe they opened the door for you. They smiled, they greeted you, they asked you for your name. Then you walked in and they asked you where you would like to sit if there was availability. They sat you down, asked you how your day was, and took you through basically that experience of you are the ideal customer for us to be happy and have a great experience. Now that's just a mindset. It's a paradigm shift of giving versus taking. Now that's the mindset we've got to have when setting up a client-centric profile. Please, if you do have questions, type them away. But that's the mindset that we need to have. Who is our ideal client? And let's keep that in mind when we're going to set up a profile. So now we've got this mindset. We are ready to set up a profile, I believe. That is incorrect. No. We actually have to go and profile our ideal client. Now, can I just show, maybe just people just say yes to, have they ever heard about something that they call a buyer persona? Just maybe people type yes, or other people go no, okay, no, okay, D, no, all right, yes. That means we're going to take a bit of time on this. We're going to really look at what a buyer persona is. Who is Thuli? Who is James? Who is Zola? Who are these ideal clients that we possibly can profile? And what I mean by profile is it's a simple exercise we do with our clients. Zola, what characteristics does Zola have? Just jot down 3. Sporty, loves social media, slightly introverted, enjoys communicating via email. Assuming. And one question you could ask, but what if I don't have clients? Then you just got to think, who would you rather work with in your closest network and who most likely need your service? Versus also business owners who already have clients and, I need more business. Sometimes you can go look at your client current list and use that 80-20 rule. 80% of your business, 80% of your revenue is most likely coming from 20% of your clients. Then you get into those 20 and look at them, profile them. And for me personally, I go, who do I enjoy working with? Janine pays on time. She actually even, asks to pay in advance. She shows up to meetings. It's a great client to have. On a personal level, that's my 20. I want to go find more Janines. Not to say that there is more Janines out there, Janine, but I wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? Just copy and paste 1,000 of you. I'll be good. So yeah, profile your ideal client. Then look at the size, not their height or weight, just basically how many employees that person's individual company has. Then look at the industry. A lot of times clients say, Jason, I'm industry agnostic, especially around tech individuals. I have a client, my tribe, but they speak about being industry agnostic. Yes, you could provide value to a lot of industries, but specifically there is an industry where your product or service thrives, and you've got to zone in on that and ask those pertinent questions. And second to last year, we've got how to find them. Simply, where do they interact most? Is it on social media? Is it on, is it at events? You know, why are you profiling it? Because then you can concentrate and make sure that, you know, you're finding your ideal client where they are, you know? So that's quite a key one for me, you know, because I found that sometimes I've had such great success with going to miscellaneous events, what I'm not necessarily focused on, but my ideal client is there, and you meet them, you greet them, meet their team. It's such a great experience. The buyer's cycle, so like how long they're going to sign off on the contract, is almost halved because you met them in their space. Another question to ask is decision maker. Who is the decision maker? Who's going to actually sign off on that contract? Who's going to make sure that you can provide that value that you're proposing? Just to backtrack a little bit, as a sales, you know, I love doing sales, but what I've learned over the years is that we as salespeople can use our confidence to actually run over the gatekeeper, not respect the gatekeeper, the junior sales manager, the head of sales, the receptionist. We then just think, you know, I need to get to that CEO because I've got the best product. They are going to sign on this. Wrong. Wrong. Treat that gatekeeper as a decision maker. Involve them in that process so that they feel or even are part of the process because they're part of the company, to make sure that when you are providing that service, you're now part of that organization versus I know you got this business just by, like, you know, going over me and making sure that I'm not involved. You know, we're in the game. Business is about working with people, not against people. So find the decision maker, but make sure that everybody before that experiences that value that you also have. Just want to see, if he says got some questions.
I just want to interrupt there. So understanding what you're saying there, I would normally have come on to LinkedIn to, inverted commas, look for suitable startups to work with. But in fact, as I'm hearing you talk, I realize actually it's who's going to be the people I want to connect with in terms of commercial deals. And for me, in my case, that would be potential investors and people to do SLAs with, my accelerated deals with. So yeah. I don't know if that clears it up for anybody. It's really going back to actually the crux of your business, really, isn't it? So all of us have various audience. In my case, it's you know, down the line working with startups and up the line, or whichever way you want to do that around. So I suppose it comes down to you know, qualifying where is your money going to come from, where are your commercial deals coming from, because that's what you're coming onto LinkedIn for, mostly.
Exactly. And it's an amazing platform, like I mentioned before, to find those decision makers. Okay. That composition of 700 million profile users, 65 and above % are actually in the upper management class. So that means, you know, your CEOs, your management, your procurement officers, your fundraisers are actually on these profiles because they also want to attract business versus also look out and find business. So I know I might have mentioned many questions, many things. Here's a first gift to everybody. Everything that I spoke about can be gamified. You go onto go to Google, actually, just write HubSpot, make my persona. This little nugget over here, all the questions are going to be mashed up into a nice gamified version. They're going to mash it up and they're going to make a nice PDF for you so that you can pass it to your external team. You can actually use it when setting up a LinkedIn profile, and you can also pass it off to your salespeople so that, you know, we have that laser focus in terms of messaging, setting up profiles, and systems and processes. Really cool nugget. I use it whenever I'm actually going to you know, message people, because I've got an ideal client. I go there and have the messaging, right? And then also sit there with this profile so that I think about the client's challenges. So that, you know, when I'm writing, you know, hey, Janine, working with procurement officers can sometimes be problematic because, you know, their inbox, you feel like they never want to get back to you. You know what? I've got the best thing that will help you jump over that hurdle. This guy knows that I'm trying to get procurement officers. They never get back to me. I don't have time. Let's chat. Let's see what he has. So yeah, just something to think about. Cool. We've now set up a mindset that is client-centric. We have got a profile in mind who's going to most likely buy from us. Let's get into the cracks. There's 10 things that we can make sure that we focus on when doing setting up a client-centric profile. The first one, the banner. Can I just have Neil? Let me know do you have a banner in your LinkedIn?
I don't. And oh no, I do. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
When I say I don't, it's a bit of a confusing one because I have multiple businesses, so it's kind of all over the show. If that means anything.
Okay. What do you use your banner for?
I don't use it. That's an absolute answer for you. It's more so if somebody looks at my profile that they don't have the boring default background. That's my answer. Yeah.
Okay, cool. They want to grab a bit of attention. All right. Yeah. But thanks so much, Neil. The banner is a great place to remarket yourself. It's awesome place where you can, put your branding, tell your story, and make sure that you grab that attention. Little bit of a science, like, why do financial people wear blue? Trust, because that first attention, same thing. Banner, great place to remarket, make sure that you capture your ideal client's attention. Great. I'm going to show you some examples. Take a look at this. If you've worked with big brands, you've been on TV shows, go ahead, use Canva. In the background, she's speaking. Slap on all those different logos. Credibility. I love this one. This one. So we have someone. Do we have any freelancers in the room? If you're a freelancer, maybe just type what you do while we're speaking. But if you're a freelancer, this is an awesome way where you can allow your ideal client to know what you do. So now I just thought at the top of my head, because we all here, there's about 30 of us, everybody maybe just write what you do, don't sell, but just say, hey, I do this, and allow the universe to gravitate to you. You never know. Somebody could be like, hey, I need a cloud accounting practitioner. How about you help me? You know what I mean? But allow the world to gravitate to you. This one is quite cool. Let's say you specialize in something specific. Alex this morning said he's a headhunter. Maybe he's a headhunter of specific industry. In a way, you could use creativity and make sure that your banner speaks to that. This is a cool one from Tim. He specializes in video and on the platform of YouTube. Rachel, bold, loves to be connected with, letting us know that, hey, you can find me on LinkedIn, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram. I've got a great story. You'll be able to buy into who I am before you even communicate with me live or via the phone. That's the power of social. And yes, this one has missed. Okay, just want to see why that didn't show up. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure why that didn't show up, but we'll get this presentation. Someone did ask me if we can get it. This personality and expertise, it's one where Michaela's just showed a bit of her spunkiness and was speaking behind a LinkedIn banner. It's pretty cool. It grabs quite a lot of attention. All right, moving on.
Sorry, Jason, before you go further, I think something that was further up on the shots is that a couple of people, including myself, were talking about having different audiences. And Noel pointed out that, you can have two audiences, and actually I do. But, I don't know if you can talk to it, but I think from my point of view, and I think also speaking to Joe's question, Joe's question. And I think you can be quite generic. If you take a look at my banner and my focus, it's kind of generic in the entrepreneurial space. So I can talk to both startups and to investors. But perhaps if you can just read Joe's commentary, that might be a really important thing for her just to focus on one of them? Sorry, carry on there. Jason, I just want to comment.
Yeah, that's quite a loaded question. If I don't like giving a knee-jerk answer, but for me and my humble experience in terms of online business, if I go back to why I started business, who I really wanted to provide value for, and I tested and it worked, that's my LD client. The moment you start to have these different channels, and there is different cases, but who is that ideal client? And speak to them, because normally your ideal client will also be raving fans that your auxiliary profiles will gravitate to you. So that's just from my experience, where it's like, yes, I do management consulting. I can set up so many type of B2B service providers, but I'm focused mainly on a certain size and IoT for now. But a lot of different clients come to me and ask for the same service. And you got to sort of also be honest with yourself. Sometimes it's not a good fit. Yeah, you got to think about it. But good question. So quick step 2, we're going to move a little bit faster on this. Step 2, have a nice profile photo. Don't catfish. That just means don't have another photo of Brad Pitt while you're, Jason Luboyera. Keep an honest, straight face. It doesn't have to have a tie or professional. Just the mindset is ideal client. What would they appreciate? Step 3, contact details. We'll get a bit more detail into the practicality when we do an audit sheet, but we all forget this. I land up on Debbie's page. Awesome banner, awesome photo. I just want to engage with her. One click, I press on more info. You're forcing me to find another click. Oh no. Inbound lead, gone. And it's a simple thing as setting up, putting your email address, putting your number there, if applicable, and your website. That's just a good start. But we tend to forget that. There, first step among many to have an inbound lead as using your LinkedIn as a lead magnet. Your headline. So there's a lot of conversation around headline. I saw that there was a freelance lawyer. Maybe could you let us know what your the freelance Rian Moody. Do you have a LinkedIn profile?
Okay. Yes. Sorry.
Yes, you do. Okay.
Sorry, I was just remembering to unmute. Yeah, no, I'm not necessarily a freelance. I'm not formally a freelance lawyer. I am employed, but the style, the nature of the work we do ends up becoming a bit of a freelance type story, because you end up marketing yourself quite a bit. So although you're working in a firm or in an existing company, your self branding and your marketing that you do and you put out to the world is very important. So yeah,
nice.
So I'm not actually a punching bag either. I am a human being. Lawyers have feelings too.
Nice. What's your headline?
Let me see. Sorry, just which one's the headline then? Is that the about part?
Just under your picture. So just normally people put their title there.
Oh, it's very boring. Attorney at Skuman Law.
Okay. Can you please send me your private LinkedIn URL? We're going to audit your profile today.
Okay, cool. Must I just put it in the group, or?
You'll be able to navigate there. It says everyone, and then just find my name. You see 2. If you go in stats, it should say 2, and then everybody, it should say everyone. If you just find my name, Jason.
Oh, cool. Great. Yes. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sending you the link.
Thanks so much. So now, your headline is a great real estate for remarketing and actually providing pertinent questions, or providing that aggravation of the problem that people are experiencing, so that they can get onto your profile. We'll get into more detail about that, but this is very crucial. Here's some examples. So I worked with Ruan. He was like, Jason, I'm a finance business partner. I was like, wow, Are you my finance partner? When I think of business partners, I think of like, investors, people who are far from me. But now he's used the power of words and the real estate, which is over here under his name, helping business owners simply achieve more through hands-on financial services. I'm his ideal client. I'm a business owner, not good at finance, and I need you to be with me. It needs to be close, So this resonates with me. Smaller businesses, maybe per sector, but this is the power of having a good headline. Jason Bagley, absolute B2B marketing king. Take a look at this. Jason has asked questions within his heading. Not booking enough sales meetings, not generating enough leads for your business. Read this profile. I think it's genius. It's genius. Cool. We're halfway through the 10 points. The summary, I will get into a bit more detail, but this is a summary. Most people leave it out. Why? Creating content can be difficult. Just speaking about, normally people consider it speaking about yourself. And it's like, just leave it out. But like you can see here, it's just premium real estate, tribe narrative, clear call to action, and, mission statement. There's a lot there, but I think I'm going to make it very simple for you. Here's some examples again. This person, has used good headings, emoticons, but this is because her personal brand needs to resonate because she builds other people's personal brands. You can take a look at it. So it's a lot going on, but really there's different customers that she appeals to. This one resonates a bit more with me. This one, why? What I like most is strong call to action. Feel free to contact me. Feel free to connect with me or drop me a message at any time. Here's the socials or the channels. But what's really cool, he pre-qualifies his clients. Contact me if you want to start getting business results from your social media channels. Oh, that's me. If you want to scale your Facebook ads and lead generation campaigns. Oh, I'm just getting into Facebook. I'm not getting it right. Maybe you can help me. You want to growth hack your startup launch and get some early traction. Great pre-qualifying, helps the experience as a customer to land on the profile and make sure that we can engage. So I mentioned I'm going to make it nice and easy for us to think about this, this monster of something to produce. I like to use a formula called impact statement that aggravates a problem. So like at the beginning, think about your ideal client and use an impact statement that aggravates their problem. And then after that, aggravate it even more. And then next, present the solution by what your business does. And now that you've presented the solution, give reference through a referral and then close off with a strong call to action. So for me, I'll go ahead and say, growth is a powerful word in business, but most people don't achieve it. That's, presenting the problem. And then I go and be like, most people don't achieve it because of three things, lack of structure, lack of sales team, not knowing what tools to use. So I'm aggravating it. Then I'm like, don't worry, we got you. At 365, we do X, Y, Z. We've even helped ideal clients and they sing our praises. If this really sounds good to you, cool, hit us up. Phone number, email address, socials. Again, that customer experience. Imagine your LinkedIn page is a sales landing page. That place where I land, 2 clicks, I want to engage with you. The content is great. You look credible. I'm ready to dive in. Just want to see. Yeah. Okay. So we're on, let me go back there. We're on number 6. Number 6 is your past experience. Very similar to the summary. We can use great narrative. We can add photos in there. The only suggestion I have there is make sure that your experience, less is more. There's no need to, put countless amount of experiences and not really talk about what you did there or what you achieved. I'm going to show you something quite cool when we audit Rian's profile of what you can do. Step 7, education, keep it up to date. Skills and endorsements. Something I suggest here, it's a vanity matrix, 12 to 15 skills between hard and soft. 12 to 15, hard and soft. Naval, could you maybe let us know what the difference is, if possible? You can let us know if you don't know. What is hard and soft skills? All right, Janine, maybe could you let us know? Do you know hard and soft?
Sorry, that was quite funny. I was actually looking to type the answer. So basically your hard skills is obviously your skills that you've learned to do something specific, development, whatever. Your soft skills are going to be the what do you call it? The informal skills, for want of another word.
Okay, yeah.
With people, with your eyes, looking at your eyes, and yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Soft skills, easy, not so easy to quantify. Public speaking, creativity, and then you've got your hard skills, easy to quantify. Your degree, SQL, all those things that is easy to quantify. But what's the power is that even though this is a vanity metrics, allow the experience of your client to land on your page, and then know the best skills that are applicable to you. All right. I'm going to show you an example of setting up your education. Most schools hopefully have a LinkedIn page so that the image pops up nicely. I was fortunate enough to go to a French school, had some awards and so forth. Just keep it nice and neat. But here's an example of somebody who's unfortunately just not gone and connected their university to the platform. It's like coming onto your website, right? And then you see, exactly, I'll show myself. That last point where I wanted to show you an image of the expertise and personality. Problem with me, I didn't check my presentation. I'm neat. Jason's not professional. I've lost an opportunity to work with somebody who loves the attention to detail. Same thing with your LinkedIn. If you're just not going to have the correct tie on, don't wear it. Skills and endorsements, education, spoken about that. Where that is, you can see here, this person's absolutely rocking it, got some leadership, got social media, and they're all above 99, so people love her. She's doing the most. Second to last point here is recommendations. Highly recommend. I highly would think you should get recommendations. Why? And you should give them to. It's just it's something that we all do. We land up on a website. We want to go see the testimonials. Even on social media, someone puts up a great photo. It's got 100 likes. What do? We go to the comment section to see what validation people are giving. It's natural. The same thing with your LinkedIn profile. Go ahead and get recommendations. Sky, do you have recommendations on your profile? Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Thanks for answering the the soft skills question. But if you can unmute, just going to give you a second. Sky, do you have recommendations, or do you know how to set that up?
Hi, I do actually, from people that I've worked with, which is ex-colleagues and family.
Okay, nice.
It's not really professional, but yeah, that's what I have.
Okay, no, but you've gone and set that up. I think that's awesome. Most people don't have that and don't know how to do that. So it's a very simple thing where I want to get endorsement from Sky. We connected on LinkedIn. We work together on the same projects. I can actually just go navigate to Sky's profile, go and click more, and either request or recommend. Very powerful. Get one or two, create that profile to be awesome and nice and client-centric. Thanks so much, Sky. Here's an example of somebody who's absolutely killing it. Always make sure that he asks for recommendations after he's speaking. So, you know, he's got 301. You know, you can judge for yourself if you like it, if you don't, but he makes sure that his LinkedIn profile gets the most out of what the platform's there for. Awesome. We're on the last step. Step number 10. I'm gonna call out Alex because we've actually worked together. I actually helped him set up a bit of HubSpot. Alex, would you maybe just take a guess on what I'm gonna speak about here on interests? He's all the way in France. Alex, are you still with us? Let me just check. Oh, he's still here. Okay. Yeah. Yes, you're on. Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to? I know I'm calling you out, but do you want to give it a try? Do you want to understand what's the importance of setting up the interests in groups and things on your LinkedIn?
I mean, LinkedIn is a social network, so it's important to follow interest and your competition. Also people that are a leader in your sector. I think it's also a good motivation, and it's also good for your business to have all the information about your sector and the last update.
That's exactly it. That is exactly it. It's a social media platform. It should feed you, should feed you awesome information. Go and follow your industry leaders. Go and follow miscellaneous competitors. Go and add yourself to certain groups. Because like for myself, I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. And I sometimes need to, actually watch my time. But the moment I land on LinkedIn, the information, because I've set it up in terms of following, competitors, as Alex mentioned, I'm just like, wow, boom, information that I could apply to my business. Wow, boom, something I didn't know. But like these social media platforms need to be set up that way. The algorithm needs to learn. So step 10, make sure that you set up the interests so that LinkedIn feeds you great information. Awesome. Please do save your questions because we're now going to get nice and practical and go into a LinkedIn audit. I don't know if anybody wants to take 2 minutes and stretch and while I set this up. And thank you, Rian, for volunteering. I'm going to go see how I can pull that up.
Sorry, I just have to interrupt here. I've set this meeting for 45 minutes and I have tried to extend it, but just in case it doesn't, so it looks like I've extended it, but just in case I haven't, we'll be doing this again on next Thursday morning, again, taking a look at, sorry, I don't know if you want to talk about this, Jason.
Oh, yeah. So true. So yeah, Thursday, same time, we're going to be speaking about something I call the spend no money automation. So basically where we're going to look at how you can not even have an individual marketeer market on your behalf, but we can use technology and I call them feedlies to curate content and push out content so that you look like you are giving out value. And it's really just using a few tools that I've come across over the internet. I use them for my clients, and it's like hyper growths your engagement on LinkedIn and other social media platforms. The spend no money marketing automation. That's Thursday next week, same time.
Sorry, yeah, if you want to carry on. So what you're going to do now is you want to answer some questions, going to do a quick audit on someone.
Yes. I just want to see, maybe I can see that some people have actually invited me on LinkedIn. Okay. Because I don't see Rian's profile come up. Let's go through this audit together. So here's my second gift to you guys. I'm going to upload this onto my website and you'll be able to download, if you can see on the right here, an audit sheet where you will be able to go through this audit nicely by yourself as we go, and you can audit and make sure that you don't miss the points. It's a little nugget I'll give you, but let's go through this together, and hopefully we will have enough time for some questions. Just want to make that nice. Yes, there we go. All right. And I might actually just choose Janine. There we go. Let's do this. All right. So we're going to do a LinkedIn audit. Oh, wow. Janine, no, I think you're too good. Yeah, you've gone ahead. This is, but let's, I want to try and find a, let's see here.
You can pick me now. I should be on your radar.
Is it? Okay.
I just sent you a link if you want.
Where did you send the link?
The connection. Profile
you sent me a connection?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this then.
I'm a bit slow on the uptake.
No, we're good. Just want to. There we go. Let's do this. Thank you, Mr. Lombard.
Absolute pleasure.
So let's do this together. And I shall accept that. So go back. Let's do this. The first thing we want to go and audit is, we see here is cover photo. So there's a key, not complete, complete, or work in progress. As we can see, not complete. So I've made some nice functionality where you can just go and say not complete. Here's some notes, Upsplash, Pixel, you go click on here and you can get some creativity and actually just pull some free graphics for yourself. Profile photo, my man, you've done the biscuits. You've done the biscuits. This is good. You'll get a nice yes over there.
Yes.
Nice.
Brilliant, thank you.
Headline. No. But I'm not gonna say no. It's a work in progress. Here's a template. I help ideal client achieve result through process and methodology. Really help where it says over here, be premium real estate. So work in progress. Add your services. So this is a really neat new feature. And from what I know is that it's actually open to everyone. So let's quickly go take a look what I mean for myself. Rian, as you can see on my profile over here, services provided. You can actually go and allow your client to, to know what you do. So there, land on the page, he provides these specific services. Really cool to set up on your LinkedIn. So you don't have that, so I'm gonna say no. The summary. So let's scroll down. Let's see if you have your summary. Okay, great, you've got something there. Just due to time, I'm not gonna read it all. And we can just say work in progress. Like we mentioned before, the summary is a great place to use narrative. Great experience, put some video, images, and so forth. So that when I land on your page, I'm like, cool, this guy, neat. Know what he does, see the service he provides. I just want a little bit more detail. Look into his summary. Great, I'm ready to engage. It doesn't have articles, so we mentioned that before. So here, oh wait, actually, you do have articles. Very nice. I'm actually going to say yes.
Got something right.
Yes. So this is great. This is great. You've got your features here. So this is where you can actually put in summaries. You can put a video. You can put the ideal thing for you to remarket yourself, share value, and again, create that custom experience. Nice. I like that one. That one's a big one for me. That's a good one.
Great, thank you.
Optimize URL. Sorry, sir. You actually haven't. So what that means is over here. You can see those numbers, right? You see those numbers? LinkedIn is a search engine, right? I don't remember who you are. I just remember your surname, and for some chance I remember Schoeman Law. So I go into Google, Lombard Schoeman Law. Your LinkedIn page is a sales page. Google's going to scroll and be like, surname, Schoeman Law, but then there's these 6 numbers. Okay, so this is likely to be what you're looking for, but I'm going to put you lower down. Anything else that makes more sense, I'm going to put it up higher in the search. So, gift number 3. How do you audit that? Or how do you get that right? Go into your profile, press me.
Ah.
Then you go edit public URL, profile URL, and then you can see over here and go ahead and take away those numbers. Hopefully your name hasn't been taken. Quickly press save. All right, Urian, please go do that. That's going to be a no on that one there. Number of connections. Let's just go back here. Number of connections. Yeah, this is just something we do. We say once you get over 500, you just get a nice yes, but doesn't really matter. You've probably got 344 people that are singing your praise. So we'll just leave that out. Website. Now, do you have a website? Janine, do you think Mr. Lombard has a website?
Well,
has he gone and put the contact details in? No. It's a yes or no. Just yes or no. This one, no. Do you think he's done it?
yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Drum roll. Let's see if he's done it. Sorry, Mr. Lombard. I don't think you have. I'm sorry. I don't think you have. Let's go and take a look. Oh, he hasn't. I'm not going to be able to contact you. So we're going to have to go put a no over here. And yeah, that's just simply, adding your website in here. Same thing with your contact details. Nice. You've got your Gmail because you maybe don't want to share everything. So we're going to say that work in progress. Social handles. Okay, cool. You're on Twitter. There you're going to get a nice yes. Yeah. So contact details, please do try update that. So remember I said you've got great experience and, you've worked at a number of other places. I see that you have filled in information, hopefully using storytelling. Here, I just want to show you example of, so I'm going to actually say work in progress because, you might have put some effort, but we can change that up. Here's an example of Adrian. He's the head of Twitter Africa. Absolutely, he's on top of the game when it comes to social engagement and so forth. But I enjoy how creatively he's used his experience to market himself. So let us scroll down here and click more. So this is when he was a sales manager at For Greater Africa. He uses a simple formula: responsibilities. Talks about the responsibilities he used. Even further, skills gained. And then achievements. So it's just really nice, some responsibilities, skills gained, and achievements. You can navigate through a nice experience when setting up your profile. Janine, how are we doing on time?
Sorry, we're not so cool. We've gone an hour.
Okay, let me just finish up quickly then.
Yeah.
Awesome. So after that, experience, work in progress, education, like I mentioned before, maybe you can take out your high school if it's not necessary. Your licenses, you've gone ahead and say, okay, you've done some volunteering, so forth. And you've got, here they are, achievements. That's great. Going to give you a nice big yes over here. Skills and endorsements, we've spoken about that. 12 to 15 with soft and hard. So a little bit much, but we can work on that. Nice. And then on the last page, recommendations. So clearly we can see if I scroll up, there's no recommendations. So we can actually go and add that in. Your interests, spoken about that. The only thing I want to mention on this page, which is my 4th nugget to everybody. This point over here, turn off your profile auto viewed. So as we finish off, I just want to show you something very cool. So let's imagine Mr. Lombard's profile is perfect, right? I'm ready to engage with him. He's got a really engaging profile photo, banner. His image is great. His banners, his headline is great. But now, just naturally, our experience is, okay, we start our attention here, right? We scroll down to here, and then we go back. But let's go back and do that again. So my attention is over here, where his face is. And then I scroll down, I'm like, ooh, look at you. People also viewed. Now I'm like, because there's pretty faces here, or there's nice headlines here. I've drawn away. Guys, we can actually turn that off. Your LinkedIn is going to be a sales landing page. How do you do that? Go over here. To me, settings, privacy. Scroll slowly down. Viewers of this profile also viewed. Go ahead and turn that off. As you can see, I've turned it off. So we can maybe go take a look at what that looks like as we finish off. All right, so we have a cool experience. You land up on here, top right, attention, okay, you maybe look at the headline, and then you scroll over here, and there's nothing there besides the learnings. Awesome, sorry for taking so much time, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, please connect with me on LinkedIn. My company name is 365 Digisales. That's www.365digisales.com. Let's have a nice Skype chat, Zoom chat. I'm always happy to share value and see if we can help you. But hey, if you're bold and you think that you can help us, please hit us up. Always keen to collaborate. See you next week, Thursday, same time, same place. Thanks.
Thanks, Jason. Jason, very quickly, whoever's still here, somebody's asked for your sheets. Are you okay with sending that, or do you have some kind of a generic template we can send out?
Yeah, so it's actually on my website. So if you go on my website, but just due to some function, I added the functionality to update it yourself. So this one I haven't uploaded yet. But what I'm going to promise with the recording, we're going to send you the recording plus this this audit sheet to everybody to get. But if you really want to go onto our website, go grab the one that's already there. Take this morning to maybe try audit and update half of the sheet, get into the day, and then tomorrow morning do the rest. By the end of this week, you most likely have a client-centric profile.
Okay, super. So we'll send that out to everybody. Next week, we will ensure that we stick to 45 minutes. And yes. If anyone wants to stay on for 15 minutes questions, that's fine. Any kind of feedback would be welcome. So please, you've got our email address. Just feel free to get back. We'd like to get this more into a little bit more Q&A. So yeah, any feedback would be appreciated, and go get it. Let's make it a good week.
Yes, go get it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Jason, can we? Oh, is Jason gone? Jason?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to ask a question who's still around, if you take it, but if they want to go off, that's fine. What do you feel?
Yeah.
Does anyone?
Yeah, we can take maybe 5-10 minutes now.
Okay.
If anybody wants to sort of.
Yeah, so I think, hi, Jason, my name's Samantha. And there's also I think somebody also asked a question about a company page versus a personal page. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, because there's potentially a lot of entrepreneurs here. And yeah, just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, sorry, actually, I didn't mention Mr. Lombard. You are my lucky winner. Thank you so much for participating. You are actually going to get it done. You're going to get it done for your service. Alles, from the banner to the copywriting, doot, lugu. You're going to look super nice after your makeover. I'm not too sure if you're married, but it's going to be great.
I'm not. No, definitely not.
Okay, and let's see if we can get you, go out there. No, but I'm going to get you a nice LinkedIn makeover. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's awesome. No, brilliant. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Can my LinkedIn be my new Tinder profile?
Hey, come on. I live in Cape Town, so, they call this thing gender fluidity. So, let's stay open-minded.
All right. No, that's awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, cool. Samantha, so to your question, company page versus a LinkedIn page, but are you asking the difference? What's better? No? So yeah, you're still on mute. Yeah. Sorry, Sam. Yeah, we can't hear you.
What's better to have, a company page or a personal page if you have a small business?
Yeah, so people buy, again, knee-jerk answer, but what from my experience, disclaimer is people buy from people, right? LinkedIn is a people's platform. So if that mindset comes into play, what do you normally set up first? A profile, because you actually cannot set up a company profile without a personal profile. So if your personal profile sells you and your company, that's what should happen first. It should be the premium lead magnet. If you go take a look at most influencers on LinkedIn, whether it be, let's say, Vusi. Vusi's a big Joburg guy. He's got a great business. I think it's around funding, something like that. But his personal page speaks for him. Same thing, Manus Brooks. Like, he's got an accounting firm, but his personal page is what makes sense on LinkedIn. I would really resonate more towards a personal page, because also just around the mechanics, the profile of your company page doesn't get as much attention if you post up content. Yeah. So go ahead and make sure that you have a client-centric profile first, and then you can think about setting up a company page. But yeah, very, very, very good question. And maybe just to throw a spanner in the works on that. What I'm sorry, I just must be very open, because what's happened is personal pages used to get a lot of traction. Facebook, LinkedIn is Facebook 2010, like the last 3 years, gold rush. Now they're tightening up on that organic reach. They want you to pay for ads and attention. So now, if you can quickly gain a traction organically, have a good following that people engage on your content on your personal page, when you share paid ads on your company page, I call it the organic paid, there, you're going to start winning. But now most people are like, oh, company page, throw ads. But then people are looking at the ads and they go look on your profile. They're like, whoa, great ads. But then this person's profile is like super shabby. Yeah. Got to think about that. All right. Thanks, Sam.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, see you next week.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I think let's leave it here. Thank you.